If you struggle smelling good all day in the summer and you just can't seem to find what products will work for you, how to actually keep that scent on you all day after you get out the shower in the morning, stop that odor, stop that sweating, stop all that mustiness going on during the summer when we get a bit hot easily, this is exactly the video for you, because I'm going to be breaking down how to smell good all day in the summer on your holiday so that you never have to worry about being musty ever again. Hi guys, it's Mel, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. I don't know what it is, something about when I talk about smelling good, it does really well. Same with my TikTok. You girls love it. Okay, you guys love my advice, which I love. Like, we love to smell good. That's one of the best compliments you can get. I don't care if you think my nails are nice, I don't care if you think my hair is nice. Tell me the way I smell. Like, tell me I smell good and we will be best friends. So we're gonna jump straight into this video. I did break this video up into sections, so we're gonna talk about hair, my favorite perfume, dental. We're also gonna be talking about body. But if you've never seen my beautiful face before, I would love to have you to the channel, Angel. So make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and make sure you turn on the bell so you never miss an upload as well. So let's jump straight into this video. So the first section we're going to talk about is hair. This obviously just has to be mentioned because your hair is the first thing on top of your hair. When you walk past someone, they also get a whiff of your hair. If your hair smells like mustiness, if your hair smells like sweat, if your hair smells like dog, our body smelling nice, you can put perfume on, but if your hair stinks, you stink. But before I say what I want to say, I just want to give a little disclaimer. Do not do this on natural hair. One, because I've never done it on my natural hair, so I'm not going to recommend someone else to do it on their natural hair, because if something goes wrong, I don't want to be liable. I'm talking to the girlies that wear wigs, braids, crochet. If you wear those kind of hairstyles, then you can definitely do this, but if you've got a natural hair, I wouldn't recommend. So my first thing is I 100% recommend the perfume and the mousse hack. A lot of girls on their hair, they just use hairspray. Get rid of the hairsprays, girls. Like, get rid of them. I am so done with people using hairsprays. Hairsprays is like body mist. As soon as you spray it on, you leave the house, they are gone. I ran out of my mousse. I can't give you an example, but one thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get a mousse. Okay, Amazon have some really good ones. My Amazon storefront is always linked in the description box for you guys. So you're gonna get the mousse that you like. You're gonna put like a pump or like 2 pumps of mousse on your hand. You're not going to mix it in, nothing, just leave it there. So pump the mousse on your hand, leave it there, and then after that you're going to go in with your favorite perfume. The hack is to go in with a perfume that you love smelling like. I'm going to probably say this a lot in this video, but the key when it comes to smelling good is layering your scents. If you love smelling like lavender, if you like smelling like vanilla, if you like smelling like coconut, you have to make sure that scent stays throughout your whole hygiene routine. So me personally, I love smelling like vanilla, so what am I going to do? After I put the mousse in my hand, I'm going to go in with one of my favorite vanilla perfumes. I'm going to mesh it in my hands really briefly, and then I'm going to put it all over my hair. The one reason that I love this hack is because when perfume is mixed with moisture, it stays on you all day. So that is a big tip that I'm gonna give. Get your favorite mousse, put it in your hand. You're gonna get your favorite vanilla perfume. One of my favorites right now is the Kayali Vanilla 28. I'm just gonna put like 2 sprays of this and just run it through my hair, I promise you, your hair is gonna smell good all day. That is not something I do every day. One thing about perfume and mousse, it stays on your hair for a long time, so you don't need to do this every day. Like once a week, especially in the summer, I 100% recommend, just to make your hair smell really nice. While I've got some of my favorite perfumes sitting on my lap, we are gonna talk about my favorite current perfumes for the summer. I feel like these perfumes really just add to the way I smell, and they just make me smell like that good. Like, I just love them so much. Funny enough, I actually didn't buy any of these myself. 2 of them my boyfriend got me, and then 1 of them I got sent in PR. So grateful, because they're all my favorite perfumes. I don't know what it is. When I buy a perfume myself, I don't like it, but when someone else buys me a perfume, I love it. Like I just said, one of my favorite perfumes is the Vanilla Kayali 28. For all my vanilla girls, this is amazing. I do feel like it can get quite sickening using it a lot. Luckily, I've got a few vanilla perfumes that have a rotation, but using this every day can get a bit sickly, so I don't use this every day, but this is a really good option. All of these perfumes I will link on my Amazon storefront as well, just in case any of you girls want to get your hands on it. This is like a very sweet perfume. Like, if you want sweet vanilla, not basic vanilla. As you can see, I don't use much of this because this is one of those perfumes where it's so strong you don't need to spray a lot, otherwise you're just wasting it. Second one of my favorites, and I recently just got this scent by Dossier. I barely use any because it's literally brand name. This is the Dossier Floral Marshmallow perfume. I love this so much. This is definitely one of those perfumes where it actually matches its description. Like, sometimes when a perfume gives like a certain description of it, doesn't actually smell like that, but the description of this perfume is floral marshmallow, and when I tell you it actually smells like marshmallows in a floral way, I am not lying. It's actually my first time trying Dossier as well. This is the perfect summer spring scent. I love sweet gourmand scents. This is definitely one of those. And one of my most recent perfumes that my boyfriend got me is the YSL Libre. This is the Intense. Yeah, YSL Libre Intense. When he gave it to me, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this has been on my wish list for a while. A lot of people rave about this perfume, and trust me, I see the hype. Sometimes when influencers, content creators, people on social media, sometimes when they rant about a certain thing, it's just overhyped, and it's just like, oh yeah, they're getting paid for it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even that good. But no, listen to me. I wouldn't even say this is like a gourmand kind of scent. This is just rich girl boss. If you had to think of like a rich girl that you look up to, a rich girl you admire, a rich girl you inspire to be, this is how she smells. This is how she smells. Every single time I spray this, I just feel like I've got like 5 million in the bank account. If you want something to give off really like boss woman code, it's something like, yeah, I am her, this perfume, the YSL Libre Intense. I literally got it a month ago, so I've barely used any, and similar to the Kayali Vanilla 28, this is one of those perfumes where you don't need to spray a lot. A little goes a very long way. These are definitely my top 3 favorite perfumes for like the spring summertime. If you haven't got your hands on these, I definitely recommend that you do. They smell absolutely insane. Moving on to dental, because once again this is a really important thing, especially as we're out more, we're doing a lot more things, we're going abroad. This tip is definitely oil pulling. Now this is something that I have gone through a phase of disliking and liking. One, because every single time I do oil pulling, I always somehow seem to swallow the oil. It's always by mistake, it's never on purpose, but I've actually learned how to sort my throat out and for it to not just be gulped down. Now that I've actually gotten to a point where I can actually do oil pulling properly, this is definitely something I'm going to recommend. Obviously I don't do this every day, 2-3 times a week if that. All of the things that happened in your mouth while you were sleeping, I feel like this helps to get it out much more easily. Something about oil pulling, I really do think that it helps. This is the coconut oil I use. I actually got this as a pack of 3 from Amazon. Once again, everything I'm showing today is in my Amazon storefront, so link is always in the description. Scoop of this, swirl it around your mouth until it becomes like, you know, liquidy. Do it for like about 3 to 4 minutes, or maybe 5 minutes, and then you spit it out and then you brush your teeth afterwards. When I tell you, the bacteria comes out a lot more easily, the smell from your mouth is gone much more easily. It's just a healthy thing to do. I realized that when I oil pull, there's like no smell left in my mouth. I've only started doing it this year as well. I haven't known about this for a long time. Definitely a tip I'm 100% going to recommend to all the girlies that really want to get into that more of their dental care as well. Definitely tongue scraping. I love this. This is something that a lot of people do talk about, and it's definitely for a reason. I've been tongue scraping for years now, but when I was younger I never used to do it, which is like kind of disgusting now that I think back to it. After you brush your teeth, your mouth isn't fully clean, your tongue isn't fully clean, you still got bacteria on there. Having an extra tool to actually get that bacteria off, that smell off, and also to help your tongue actually be clean is really important. And the bacteria in our mouth, or the smell in our mouth, doesn't come from our mouth, it comes from our tongue. That's where all the bacteria really lies. So if you're just brushing your teeth in the morning and leaving the house, your breath probably still smells. Having a tongue scraper to really get that excess dirt off is amazing. I always recommend the metal ones. I'm probably gonna make a fool of myself. I don't know if this is metal or like aluminium, I don't know what it is. I recommend this type of material. This material is really durable. I used to use the plastic ones from like Home Bargains, and they were alright to be fair, but now that I've got my hands on a metal one, they pull better, they grip better, they get the dirt off more easily, and they last longer. We are past the days where we're just brushing our teeth and leaving the house. No, we need to brush our teeth, brush our tongue with our toothbrush, and then after you brush our tongue with our toothbrush, we rinse our mouth, and then we go back in with a tongue scraper. Tongue scraping is something that I definitely wouldn't be able to live without, especially when you pair this combo. I promise you, you won't have any bacteria or any bad smell left in your mouth. I promise you that. Oil pulling plus tongue scraping, 10 out of 10 combo, especially for the summer. You don't want people to be looking at you being like, her breath smells. No, oil pull in the morning and also use a tongue scraper. Get the dirt off your tongue much more easily. Another reason why it's important to tongue scrape is because you know how a lot of people talk about having a white tongue? Girl, you don't want that to be you. If you open your mouth and your tongue is white, I'm immediately walking away. I'm sorry, respectfully, but disrespectfully, I am walking away. Okay, I can't do it. 9 times out of 10 people that have a white tongue is because they didn't tongue scrape. So brush that tongue and tongue scrape that tongue, okay? Please, for the love of me and you. And finally, let's talk body, because this is the most important one. Obviously body care, smelling good. Obviously everything starts in the shower, so that's exactly where we're going to start. So my favorite thing to first do when I get into the shower is use a bar of soap. As I mentioned earlier in this video, layer your scent. I like smelling like vanilla. If you like smelling like a different scent, make sure your bar of soap reflects that. So the bar of soap that I love to use in the shower is the Dove Shea Butter and Warm Vanilla bar of soap scent. It smells warm, it smells gourmandy, it smells sweet, it smells vanilla-y. I really love the way it lathers as well. Like when I wash myself with my Africanette sponge, the way it just lathers on my body, I love this so much. Bar of soap is always important to use before your body wash. Summer is here. We are gotten to the point where we need to be double cleansing again. We need to be double cleansing all year round, but especially during summer, we need to be double cleansing, okay? Don't go in the shower and just use a body wash and leave. No, you need to go in the shower, make sure you're using a bar of soap. Pick a bar of soap of your choice. It can be unscented if you've got sensitive skin. If you've got sensitive skin, you still have to use a bar of soap. Don't think you can run away. Use the Dove Sensitive Skin Bar of Soap. This is definitely one of my favorites as well. And as I touched on earlier, I don't wash my body with anything else in the shower but an Africanette sponge. I know a lot of people are still in the habit of washing themselves with exfoliating gloves or exfoliating mitts or loofahs and stuff like that, but I don't recommend any of those. Loofahs carry so much bacteria. In the summer, we're trying to get rid of bacteria, so definitely don't recommend washing yourself with that. Exfoliating gloves are fine to use when you're exfoliating. If you're just washing your body, definitely put those to the side and get your hands on an Africanette sponge. Ever since I switched from exfoliating gloves to this, my body's been so much more cleaner. I feel so much more better. I feel so much more fresher, and I actually feel like my body has been scrubbed, because sometimes in the summer, the reason why we sweat so easily after a shower is because we didn't scrub ourselves good to begin with. The first step is always how you wash yourself in the shower. Are you washing yourself with your hands? Are you washing yourself with a loofah? 9 times out of 10, that's not really going to keep the bacteria or the sweat off your body. When you come out the shower, you're already smelling because you didn't do it right in the shower in the first place. Definitely an Africanette sponge is one of my favorites. You can also reach your back with it. I know when we use exfoliating gloves, it's not easy to reach our backs. This isn't on my Amazon storefront. I get my Africanette sponges from a seller on TikTok shop. Her name is Zarina O Cosmetics. They get shipped straight from Nigeria, straight from Ghana, so these are completely authentic. I don't recommend buying an Africanette sponge from Amazon because they're the fake ones. They're not really going to do anything. I don't know if it's gonna show, but one thing about an African net sponge, it has to have the knot. If an African net sponge doesn't have the knots in them, they're not authentic. Don't waste your money. So that's like a key tip for you girls. After going into my bar soap and after wash my body with my African net sponge, then I move on to the body scrub. Now obviously I don't exfoliate every day. I probably do this like once a week because I'm not the best remember. I don't really remember that well. Body scrub I've been loving recently. Now I've tried a few in my time. I would have to say this one is really probably one of my favorites. There's another one I used to love. It's the Dove Brown Sugar one. That was really good as well, but then I found this one and I just haven't stocked up since. But this is amazing, and this isn't really vanilla, but it still smells very sweet, which is important because that's similar to vanilla. This is the Dove Crushed Macadamia and Rice Milk scent. This smells absolutely insane. I cannot get enough of this scent. Like, you know that clean girl aesthetic that was going viral last year or in 2024? This is exactly that. Every single time I use this, I get out the shower and I literally smell like a Lidl's bakery. I literally get out the shower and my bathroom smells amazing. My skin's that smells amazing. It also makes my skin really soft, really hydrated. When it comes to a body scrub, that's when I don't use my African net sponge. So like I said earlier, a body scrub or when you're exfoliating, that's the only time you use exfoliating gloves. And I love the way this scrubs me as well, because sometimes a body scrub doesn't body scrub, but this one definitely does. And then after my body scrub, I do go in with my body wash. Now there have been two that I've been loving recently. I always used to use the Dove Shea Butter and Warm Vanilla Scent body wash. This is the bar soap version, but they've also got a body wash version. I always used to use that one, but then I recently went to a brand event with Imperial Leather and we got gifted some of their like products and stuff, and oh my gosh, I have found my new favorite body wash. This is the Imperial Leather Foam Burst Mallow and Rose Milk Rich Foaming Body Wash. It's empty, okay? It's empty. I only kept the packaging to show you guys because this is literally empty, okay? I finished this in a week. This is amazing. This body wash is the strongest body wash I have ever used. When I get out the shower, I kid you not, 2-3 hours after, I can still smell this body wash on me. If I was to put this in the bath and lay there, I don't have a bath, that's why I can't do it, but if I was to put this in the bath and lay there, I'd be in heaven. With a face mask on, that's all I flipping need. This isn't a regular body wash as well. This is a foaming body wash. The way it lathers in seconds, I could talk about this all day. I have never used any of Imperial Leather's products before. It's my first time, so the fact that I'm raving about this a lot. If I've had a long day, if I've had a bad day, coming back home, taking a shower with this kind of scent just lifts up my mood instantly. Another one of my favorite body washes that I've been loving recently as well is the Lush Sticky Date. The reason why it's small is because I use this for traveling, so when I'm going on holidays, I love to take this one because it's under 100ml. I really want to get the matching body mist. I don't actually have it. I've smelt it in store so many times. It's like £20. Like, I just can't justify £20 for a body mist. I like the way it lathers as well. Once again, I'm a vanilla girl, so if you've smelled the Sticky Dates from Lush, you know exactly that this smells like vanilla. It smells sweet, it smells gourmandy. This is definitely my kind of scent, but those are currently my top 2 favorite body washes. So the last step in the shower is obviously washing the girl down there. Okay, we can't leave the shower before washing the kitty, so my kitty routine is very simple. Less is more when it comes to her because she's sensitive. We don't want to put too much up there. As I said earlier, the only thing I use for my girl down there is the Dove Sensitive Skin Bar Soap. I do not recommend washing with anything else, okay? I've tried Femme Fresh, I've tried other brands in the past, and they never did anything for me. The Dove Sensitive Skin Bar Soap, it's so soft, it's so delicate, it lathers really well, and I always wash my girl down there at least 2 or 3 times, okay? I never wash her once and leave. No, I go in down there at least 2-3 times, make sure she's actually clean. Obviously nothing goes in the hole, around the area, and also at the top where the hair grows. I personally love doing that as well. And also make sure you take time washing your kitty. Don't just lather the soap and then wash like for like 5 seconds and then go. No, take time, okay? I saw a TikTok the other day where it's like, why are we all in a rush? Like, why do we wash our face so hard? Take time. Like, life isn't to be rushed. One thing I recommend, I know a lot of girls are too scared to touch themselves with their hand. Wash yourself with your hand. I don't recommend people washing their vaginas with an exfoliating glove or with an African net sponge. No, our area is very delicate, it's very sensitive. Like, for example, I wash my body with an African net sponge, so I am not going to put that African net sponge anywhere near my kitty cat because I use it on my body. If I use it on my kitty cat as well, I'm just transferring bacteria, and that is not what we want. So always wash down there with your hands. Like, I know it can be scary for some girls. Like, for me, I don't really care, but for some girls it can be a new thing. But wash down there with your hands. That is basically my shower routine all done. That's everything I do in the shower. Now let's jump out the shower and talk about what I do then. Out the shower, first things first is obviously lotion. There are 2 lotions that I absolutely love. It's gonna be hard to ever replace these. First up being the EOS Vanilla Cashmere Lotion. If you watch my hygiene videos before, this is always the one I recommend because it smells that good. I live in the UK, so it's really expensive to get your hands on this, but it's so worth it. It smells like a birthday cake. My sister smelled this once and she described it as a birthday cake, and that really is the best way to describe it. If you think of a vanilla birthday cake, this is exactly that. But I used this after the shower this morning, and the way it just glided on my skin, I have dreams about it. Like, I have dreams about this. This is not one of those vanilla lotions where you can barely smell it. No, the scent of this is so strong. Another one of my favorite body lotions, special occasions only, the Bath and Body Works Warm Vanilla Sugar. I actually got this as a gift last year for Christmas. My sister actually bought this for me for Christmas. It was actually a set. It came with a matching body mist as well. One thing I love about this, it's so thick. It is one of those lotions that is so thick on the skin. I would give you guys an example, but I don't even want to waste it. I'm sorry. Those are my two favorite body lotions at the minute, especially for summer. I definitely recommend. Next, we have to go in with deodorant. Now, the deodorant that I've been loving recently is the Dove Powder Soft Deodorant. Another one of my favorites is the Dove Invisible Dry, because that one doesn't stain my clothes. But a dry stick deodorant is something I'm always going to recommend. If you've been watching my videos for some time, then you know that growing up I used to be a really smelly girl, or like a really sweaty girl. Like, I grew up a lot sweating and I didn't know how to get rid of it. I didn't know what to do. Like I was really insecure about the way I smelled growing up. One thing I realized now at my age is the fact that my deodorant was definitely playing a part. I used to use spray deodorants. I used to use a wet finish deodorants. Those will contribute to the bad smell. After you get out the shower, if you apply a deodorant on that has a wet finish, you're naturally going to smell more, especially in the summer, because you're putting something wet underneath your armpits and then you're going into the sun. Of course you're going to sweat more easily. Of course you're going to smell more easily. So switching to a dry stick deodorant is something that has definitely changed the game for me. When it comes to hygiene and odor control, definitely pay attention to your deodorant, because this one is amazing. This is like a really soft kind of scent. It's not strong at all. I think the last thing we have to touch on is body oils. Obviously we want to be glowing when we go outside. We want to be glowing on holiday. Let's not just go abroad and just put lotion on. No, we need to be glowing, okay? We need to have body oil. Two of my favorite body oils at the minute is the Palmer's Cocoa Radiant Body Oil. This is amazing. I love this so much. It is so soft on the skin. This glides, okay? This glides on my skin. Another one of my favorites, and I recently got sent this by Nala's Baby Natural Nighttime Oil as well. This is really good as well. This is definitely more of a thicker kind of body oil than the Palmer's one. However, it is really nice on the skin as well, and I also love the fact that it's basically unscented as well. So the body oil I use today is this one. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if my body's still glowing. I put it on in the morning. That is basically all my recommendations when it comes to body care and smelling good all day in the summer. Guys, I have been talking for 40 minutes, so I am very dehydrated. Whew. Need to catch my breath. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope this helped you guys, gave you guys the tips that you needed to really go and enjoy your summer being stress-free, odor-free. As someone who grew up with insecurities around how I smelled, I promise you this will definitely help you. Also, remember the big tip when it comes to hygiene: wash yourself properly in the shower, especially your armpits, okay? If you're going in the shower and you're just going like this with your armpits, of course you're gonna smell when you get out the shower. Always pay attention to this area, because this is the area that a lot of us struggle with. If you struggle really bad with odor, Dettol bar soap in the shower, scrub your underarms properly. You'll leave the shower being squeaky clean. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was valuable for you guys, and if it was, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because I would love to have you here. If you have any questions, be free to comment it down below in the comment section. I always respond to the comments. Also, be free to also comment down any video suggestions you guys want. What videos do you want to see from me? I am your virtual big sister, okay? It doesn't get TMI over here. Nothing is too TMI, so comment down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, YouTube suggests that you'll like the next one.